The next thing I want to take a look at is this color and style management in the new enhancements to Part Painter. So let's jump over to Solid Edge here and let's open up one of the parts from the bulldozer. There's three examples here. We're just going to go through them in order. So in this particular part, again, you can see it's an imported part. It's just a body feature. I've already gone in and started painting the machine faces the color that I want. The problem is this purple color is actually what came from the CAD system that we imported it from. And what I want to do is overwrite that with a different color. So the new option then in the part painter is to keep style. In other words, I don't want to lose all the work I already did by painting all those faces silver. I just want to replace the default color that came from the other CAD system. So I'm going to use the body option, but I'm going to tell it to keep styles, anything that I've already changed. You see there the tooltip says replaces or keeps previously colored features and faces. Okay, that's just great. So when I click on that, it changes the body to that brass color, leaves everything alone where I did all the work. Now with that being said, you need to be careful on how you use Part Painter. One thing I don't recommend doing is painting all of the faces in a part. Use the tools that we have to either apply a material with the color or use the Part Painter to paint individual faces after you get the body the color that you want. And what I mean by that is if I come over here and let me open up another example of this same file, and what I've done in this example is it was that same ugly purple color when I first brought it in, but then I used Part Painter and the face option, selected all the faces in the part, made them blue, and then went in and started individually selecting the faces to make the silver and the red. The problem with doing that is now that nice functionality I had there with Part Painter to say keep styles doesn't work because I've used face style to override everything and it's going to keep those styles. So the only option I would have at this point then is to change that option to replace styles. Click the entire body, it replaces everything. Now I can individually pick those faces and then it would work the same way. So just be a little bit careful on using face style overrides for every face in the model. It's not really what it's intended to do. Notice that we have all these nice previews now for all the different colors. So you're not only just looking at a name, you now have a visual indicator of what those colors are, which is really handy in this case. This came from Russia, so there's a lot of words in here I don't understand, and yet I have my little preview that shows me what those colors are. Alright, so let's look at another example. Open up the last one here. Again, another imported part off the bulldozer. And you can see this ugly green color came from the CAD system, previous CAD system definition, which is extremely ugly. And if you've ever tried to use Part Painter on some of these parts, oftentimes you're picking faces or picking the body and the color just won't change. It's much more robust in ST9 that it's always going to work. Another really cool thing is if I go and apply a material, this Russian material doesn't exist in my library, so I'll need to go in and pick a different material. Let's make it, yeah, this ABS plastic's fine. And what's cool now is when I click apply, it's always going to bring me this dialog box that says, do you want to overwrite all of the face styles in the model as it was imported? Yes, that's exactly what I want to do. And it always works. It always changes the color of the part to match what's in my library if that's my intention. So much more robust, much more powerful, much more usable in ST9.